listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Perfect.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.
SummerSlam is in the books, everybody. Hit the like button on your way in. SummerSlam is in the books, everybody. What did you think? What did you think? Listen, thought SummerSlam was actually pretty good, but I thought the main event was actually pretty mid.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So we're not going to sit here and say SummerSlam was bad by any means, but it was very mid towards the end. I don't know what they thought they were going to do, but I don't like that ending. So let us not waste any more time. Let us get into it. Let's go. Yes. What the hell's going on my TV? Yes, 'tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling. Once again, I am your host, RJD, and yes, we are here. As I hit the light, bam! We are here to talk about SummerSlam, which happened last night, and truth be told, it was a good show. I'm not going to say it was a bad show by any means because that'd make me a liar.
Stop the count.
And I ain't going to sit up here and lie. But what I will say is it was a very predictable show, but also the main events kind of sucked. So I don't know what they were thinking here with the main event, but my predictions were pretty much on point. This show wasn't a hard show to predict. Uh, let's start from the beginning. 4 goddamn hours. I was tired. Everybody was tired. Yeah, people in my house, they were tired.
How dare you?
3.5 hours is the sweet spot for pay-per-views. Trish and Becky Lynch got removed due to time constraints. I'm actually glad that they did because, man, by the time the main event rolled around, it was after 12. I mean, goddamn. I know it's SummerSlam, and SummerSlam is the biggest event of the summer, but man, we got to find a way to keep these pay-per-views 3.5, 4 hours tops, because after that, it gets a little crazy. Let's talk about Ricochet and Logan Paul. And Logan Paul did make the fight for his brother, so shout out to him. Don't know what happened in that fight because I didn't watch it, but I know he did make it because I saw it on YouTube somewhere. So good for him. He got in, killed it, put his outfit back on, hopped in a private jet most likely, and got to his destination a couple of hours away and made the fight. So the beginning of this match, Logan Paul and Ricochet, was shaky. Maybe Logan had a little bit of nerves. He was a bit off, but I mean that did not last long. After about 2 minutes, He shook whatever nerves he had, and this was great from the get-go. We had awesome spots. I mean, I'm not going to go through everything in the match. Go back and watch it. It was good. But at the end of the day, Logan Paul, one of his goons, came in there with brass knucks off of a missed 630 attempt. And after that, he rocked Ricochet in the face, put the thing in his tights, and got the win. I think he needed the win here. I mean, Ricochet losing to Logan Paul like that is not going to hurt Ricochet. In fact, Ricochet has a lot to gain by that because Ricochet, he should be better and he should be higher placed than where he is. Everybody knows this. But the fact that he was even able to put on such a great performance, including a very creative moonsault into Ricochet, caught Logan Paul, who's not a little man, caught him, spun him around, tornado DDT for a 2 count. That was very impressive by both guys because Ricochet is probably 5'9", Logan's probably 6'2". So I mean, very impressive all around. Both of these guys high flyers. Both of these guys doing what they had to do. Glad they went on first. They set the tone for the show. And we are not going to sit here and say anything negative about this. This was good. Ricochet, hopefully he moves up the card after this. Logan Paul will be back to talk crap to somebody in T-minus a month or two. Nothing wrong here. Good stuff. Then we had Cody versus Brock. So this was the best out of the 3 matches they had. You know, they had the first match, which was Cody going all around talking junk after we still didn't get an explanation why Brock attacked him. We still didn't get an explanation as to why he did what he did, why they're fighting in the first place. Nobody even knows. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. But
Stop the cap.
at least they put on a good third match.
How dare you?
First match, the second match, Cody ended up winning by whacking Brock, playing whack-a-mole with Brock's head, and he had to go through adversity, which was nonsense.
How dare you?
But in this match, it was really, really good. We had the triple crossroads for the win. We had multiple F5 spots where he had to literally throw himself into the ring at the count of 9.9999999. I really liked this match. I actually got to go back and watch it because I missed the first half of this, so I will have to rewatch the first half. I saw enough to know that the first half was good. So shout out to Cody. And after the match, what happens? Brock Lesnar edifies Cody, shows him respect, shakes his hand, gives him the nod, puts his hand up in the air. I don't think I've ever seen Brock do that to anyone.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And he got the ultimate attaboy from Brock Lesnar. That is your new world champion. If you didn't know, now you know.
Stupid.
It's coming.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Cody's your new world champion, and it ain't even close. Next, we had the SummerSlam Battle Royal. This was better than it had any right to be. Omos was added to the field at the end. It took everybody to get Omos the hell up out of there. Good spot for Omos, not gonna lie. And we had the last 3: AJ, Sheamus, and LA Knight. Yeah, who was probably the most over guy in the whole show. Hopefully, we had good spots by Chad Gable, who had some good suplex spots. Omos, who had some good spots. Bronson Reed, Shinsuke, and Tommaso Ciampa, they did their thing. Where the hell is Johnny Gargano?
Get the fuck out of here!
Moving on. So everybody looked good. AJ was in the Battle Royal. He had a good showing. The Battle Royal was good, especially when it came down to the end. Shout out to Sheamus and LA Knight. LA Knight threw Sheamus out. And everybody, literally everybody, threw out Omos. This was good. Solid. LA Knight gets the win. And now we need to propel Wait, hold on. Stop the show. Austin Theory was in this match. Why was Austin Theory in this match? Austin Theory is the United States champion. He beat John Cena at WrestleMania. Why was he in this match, and why did he not have a match on the card? Why was he in this battle royal for him to get thrown out like an afterthought? He's the U.S. champion. What is going on here?
Stop it. Get some help.
John Cena gave him the win, and they have done nothing to capitalize on this. And it's not his fault. He can't magically put himself on TV. So I'm not going to sit up here and blame Austin Theory. What has WWE done? What are they doing with this kid? Give the goddamn belt to LA Knight. Let him actually do something with it. I don't even care if you have open challenges. Give him some credible wins against some credible opponents. They gave all of this stuff from John Cena to him for what? For what?
Stupid.
I don't get it. LA Knight wins. Good stuff. He threw Sheamus out for the win. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. I'm not going to lie.
How dare you?
It's hard to have an MMA style match in WWE because people, first of all, both of these people are legit MMA fighters. And second of all, the WWE audience doesn't want to watch MMA in WWE. They would like LMA, you hear me?
Stupid.
MMA elements of MMA, but they don't want to see an MMA match in WWE because it's not a real fight per se. You got to pull your punches and it doesn't look good. But if you have an MMA type fighter like a Shayna Baszler or a Matt Riddle who can strike really well and they could chop really well and they could put on these MMA moves a la Brock Lesnar and they can incorporate it into WWE style, it makes sense. This made sense. The right person won, but the medical intervention, they were pulling their punches. You had two hard knees by both women, but this kind of, a lot of people took a piss break during this match. And it sucks because Shayna, if Shayna's booked right as the killer that she was in NXT with that long dominant reign, she could go crazy and get over as a heel and people would love to hate her. But Ronda giving her this win was the right outcome. But this style in WWE doesn't work. Doesn't work. And they should have known that.
Nope.
Shayna Baszler gets the win. Intercontinental Championship match. Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. Walter, aka Gunther, the Ring General, versus Drew. This was really good. As you would expect, they chopped the holy hell out of each other. They beat the holy hell out of each other. Not as quite as bad as Sheamus and him or as the triple threat match. Wasn't as good as those matches, but it was still a good match. If you thought this match was stupid, you need to get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
Just because it wasn't as good as the last two doesn't mean it wasn't good, okay?
Stop it. Get some help.
Gunther gets the win with the splash, a lariat, and a powerbomb stack for the win. Good. I think the right person won. Gunther is going to get the 1,000-day treatment. And then I think they need to build up Sheamus to beat him or build up LA Knight to beat him. But I think Sheamus is better because Sheamus has never won the IC title. And I think if you want to talk about prestige, they need to build it back up and have him beat him at day one, or I don't even think they do day one anymore. But at the next big show, after he wins 1,000 days, then Gunther needs to lose to Sheamus because that's where the story is. That's an easy way to tell a story. And people will get behind Sheamus because Sheamus is he's a beast. It's fight night. That's what they need to do. I don't know how they're gonna get there, but that's the guy they need to dethrone Gunther. Shout out to Drew McIntyre though. He came back with a vengeance. Then we had the best thing on the entire show, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. If you've seen my thumbnail, I changed it. I had the thumbnail where Mr. Oh man, Mr. What the hell's his name? Damian Priest had the whole, the IE ass face from like 5 years ago. He had the IE ass face, and we're gonna get a lot of memes out of these guys. But let's talk about the end of this match. Finn Balor worked over the match. He worked over something in my eye. Finn Balor worked over Seth Rollins' arm. He had the 7 years ago. We had a call where when he beat Seth Rollins for the Universal title. We had a call back to when he dislocated and messed up his whole shoulder when he got buckle bombed into the ring barricade. Only this time he buckle bombed Seth Rollins into the barricade, which was dope. Good callback there. And the end came where we had the Judgment Day shenanigans. They came out of nowhere. Rhea Ripley, Dominic, Damian Priest. And we had a great near fall because Priest told him, listen, you could win. Use the goddamn thing. You could win. But instead, he didn't do it. And he got pedigreed. He kicked out. Then he ended up hitting him. And he hit the stomp, the coup de grace. And I thought, everybody in my house thought that he was going to win. But Seth Rollins kicked out. And now everybody's going crazy.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And they got me. Gotcha, and then he said, listen, give me the briefcase. Give me the briefcase. And then Damian Priest is sitting there like, I tried to give it to you. You didn't want it. Now you want it. So he throws it in there. He walks around to the ref. But Seth Rollins took the time to interfere, jump up, hit him with the stomp onto the briefcase, and he gets the win. So he looks stupid. Judgment Day, they look stupid. And then Finn Balor and Damian Priest are looking at each other like,
gotcha, bitch.
Bruh. They're looking at each other like,
Bruh.
Hey, my man Seth Rollins is walking out of there like,
gotcha,
you
bitch.
dummy. Then he just said,
fuck this shit, I'm out.
And he took off. And these two guys from the Judgment Day, then you got Mommy and ex-con Dom out there, Dirty Dom, just everybody's looking extra stupid. And Seth Rollins walks away laughing. So good here. They got a million ways they could tell the story. I still think Damian Priest is going to he's going to get that title eventually. I don't know how, but he's going to get the title. He's going to have a successful cash in. And this was the best thing on the entire show.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
Then we had the women's WWE Championship match. Asuka versus Bianca versus Charlotte. And first things first, right off the bat, this match felt off.
Nope.
I don't know what the hell was going on, but they were talking to each other a lot. And one thing I've seen in wrestling, when they start talking to each other and they start calling audibles and improvising, it takes away from the match a little bit. But the second thing that was wrong here was they got the death spot. What does that mean? They got the death spot, meaning after a big match where the crowd is going crazy and they're yelling and they're screaming and a lot of things happen and there's turmoil and they're into the match and they're invested. After all of that, the next match that comes after that, they're going to have some problems because the crowd is tired. They need time to regroup. People go to the bathroom. People go to get more beer. I said beer.
Give me a hell yeah.
People go to get beer. People go to the bathroom. People are exhausted because they've been screaming. They got no voice. And then you got to come in and put on a match after that. So it sucks that these ladies had to follow that goddamn match because they got the death spot, even though it was a good match. I'm not going to say it was a bad match. It was a good match. It was missing something because of the crowd was tired. Now, that's the first thing. Second thing, they were talking to each other a lot, so they were calling audibles or something was going on. It was a little clunky in the beginning, then they ended up fixing it. And then the third thing, Bianca had a spot where she hurt herself. I thought it was legit, but it was not, so they got me.
Gotcha, bitch.
How dare you?
Stop the cat.
They got me, I ain't gonna lie. Because they didn't show the angle where she does the springboard and hits her knee on the outside steps. But I guess if we would have got the better angle, we would have known that it was, kayfabe. But they got me.
Gotcha, bitch.
It's all good. So she hurt herself, and then when everybody came out to help her, Asuka and Charlotte were in the ring. They were fighting. And then Bianca does the I'm Super Bianca. Dun, 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 I'm coming to save the day. And she comes back in, hits a picture perfect 450 splash, and got Asuka up out of there. Asuka rolls out of the ring. She gets her mist ready. Charlotte goes and immediately attacks the leg, puts her in the figure eight. She's trying to hold on not to tap, but here comes Asuka with the mist, spits it in her face. So she gets out of there, Charlotte, and then Bianca rolls up Asuka, and Asuka is your new WWE Women's Champion in a good match. And she got a lot of sympathy. And I was saying to the people in my house, this injury angle, if she doesn't win this match, it doesn't make sense for them to do that. But she won the match, so it made sense. Or so we thought.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Because here comes Io Sky's music, and Io is running like hell with Bayley. They run down, take out Charlotte with the briefcase, take out Asuka with the briefcase, go in there, hit Bianca in the leg, whack her over the head. Then she cashes in. She said, cash in. Jumps up, does the moonsault, gets the win, and she is now the new WWE Women's Champion. And out from the crowd comes Dakota Kai to complete the trilogy. 1 year ago, Damage Control took over when Damage Control debuted when Triple H took over his first SummerSlam after Vince had to step down. And 1 year later, Io is the champ. And Io, Dakota Kai, and Bayley embrace. They hug. The crowd is going crazy. That woke the crowd up. Crowd goes crazy. Everybody's happy for Io because Io is fantastic at what she does. She has been for a while. And now this is the reign of Io. And I hope she has a long title reign. And the end of her reign will come when Damage Control breaks up, because Bayley is going to turn on her. It's going to happen.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Hopefully it doesn't happen for at least 3 to 6 months. Io deserves a nice title run. Shout out to her. And Dakota Kai, hopefully she comes back healthy sooner than later, because she's great. We love Dakota. Dakota's awesome. Great moment. And then we had the main event. The undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus main event Jey Uso in Tribal Combat. Now, first things first. This match was like 50 minutes long.
Stupid.
Way too long. So that's first things first. Match was too long. The style of the match. Let's talk about that. In every match, there is a story, right? The story of this match was Jey coming from underneath, getting his ass kicked, and him making a big comeback to get the win. That works good and dandy when we believe Jey is going to win. There ain't nobody on God's green earth that thought Jey Uso was going to beat Roman tonight.
Stupid.
We would like for him to win, but we knew he wasn't going to win.
Stupid.
So when you got Jey just getting his ass kicked, on top of it's late in the night, on top of Roman Reigns has been working this slow, methodical style, and it's beautiful storytelling. I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is it just didn't work for this match. This match, it didn't work. Well, not for me. I don't know about everybody else. But for me, watching Jay get his ass kicked in a slow, methodical style, when I knew Jay was gonna come back and he wasn't gonna win, I didn't know how the shenanigans were gonna play out, but I knew he wasn't gonna win. It took away from it. For me, it took away from it.
How dare you?
So you got Solo getting involved when they go into the stands. Bunch of photographers are there. Solo, they basically put Jay through a table with a spinning Solo. He comes out, but Solo gets speared by Roman, and then Roman gets put through the barricade by Jay. But then Jay gets another spinning Solo, but he reverses it and he splashes Mr. Solo through a table. So now Roman is through the barricade. Jimmy is setting Jimmy. Not Jimmy. My bad. Let me hit the
Stupid.
Not Jimmy. Jay, after putting his Roman through the barricade, he's setting him up. And he hits the super. He hits the super kill. Well, he hits a spear through the barricade. Then he hits a spear and the Uso splash. Everybody's going crazy. Jay Uso's about to do it. And Jay Uso, the 1, the 2.
Nope.
And no. Who is it?
You triggered my trap card.
Jimmy is the failsafe. Jimmy Uso, as you see in the thumbnail, pulls his brother out of the ring, super kicks his head off, throws him back in the ring, spear through the table by Roman, and Roman retains the title.
How dare you?
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. They could have had Roman lose to Cody. They could have had Roman lose to Drew. They could have had Roman lose to Sammy. They could have had Roman lose to all 3 of these people. They could have had Roman lose to Jay. They gave Jay the pin, so we knew 99.9999999% he wasn't going to win here. But the fact that Jimmy basically screws his brother out of the title makes no sense.
Stupid.
Everything Jay and Jimmy have done has been because of their bloodline, brother. Blood is thicker than water. I'll do anything for my brother. He took an ass whooping for his brother. When Jay quit 3 years ago in the I Quit Steel Cage match, he quit because of his brother. His brother was getting choked out. When Jimmy super kicked the hell out of Roman, he super kicked him because of his brother. He been treating us like dogs. I'm tired of him disrespecting us, Oos. Jimmy left the bloodline because Jay was getting treated like shit. Because his brother was getting treated like shit, he left the bloodline. Jay turned on Roman because they hurt Jimmy. Why the hell would Jimmy screw his brother when everything that they've done was to protect each other? This makes no goddamn sense.
Stop it. Get some help.
None whatsoever.
Oh, hell no.
Goofy. This made no sense. It took away from, listen, I didn't expect Jay to win, but they could have debuted somebody else. They could have had other shenanigans. They could have had Jimmy super kick Jay by mistake, and then Solo takes him out, and then that's how he wins. And he's like, yo, Oos, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to help you. Like, I would have took that over this nonsense. I mean, at least we got Solo was mad at him because Solo got speared, and he was like, huh? You spear me, huh? He started cursing, fuck. Like, why is he cursing all over the place? But I would have took that over what we got. That made no goddamn sense. What is Jimmy gonna say to make us believe that the last year and a half of storyline makes sense? What's he gonna say? Because it don't make no sense. So, listen, they've been right more times than they've been wrong. We can't get mad at them for that. But at the end of the day, they effed this up. This ending was trash. Now, the pay-per-view was good. Good pay-per-view, solid matches. But the end of it just took away from it for me because I'm like, why? This didn't make sense. Like, you could have had this pan out a different way and it would have been so much better. But this was extra stupid. So we'll see what the explanation is.
Damn, son.
And that's all we can do. But that is all I got for you guys today. That is your is your WWE SummerSlam review. Stay tuned for Collision and SmackDown tomorrow. And then we got Monday Night Raw on Tuesday. So from RJD, I am out. Everybody be safe. I'm out of here. Peace. And enjoy. Oh, Isaac is in the chat. Shout out to Isaac. Shout out to Isaac, man. Much love, brother. I don't know if you're still here. You probably left. But shout out to Isaac. Stay tuned for those Guy Talk clips. They are coming. I'm out.